Hello everyone, and it is TheHaloHobo. And I just wanted to kind of go through a rundown of a huge thank you to Sir Tuggy and talk about Battlefront and Spark a little bit. First off, do not be pissed at Tuggy for Battlefront 3 not being made by Spark. Mainly because, look at what Tuggy has done. I found Tuggy because I searched Battlefront 3 and I saw his proof of Battlefront 3 video and I flipped out. And I just loved how he explained everything. And it just sounded awesome. And so I subscribed to him, I watched all his videos and everything. What has Tuggy done wrong? He took all the facts, he took everything he knew, everything everyone else knew, and he put that together, and it all sounded legit. Like, there was nothing I doubted. I, of course, thought it could be another game, but between LucasArts and how Spark was kind of hinting at Battlefront a little bit, and everything was there. You could immediately assume that they were making Star Wars Battlefront. And so Tuggy compiled all that information together and gave it to you guys. He did everything he could. And he's obviously been passionate about it. I mean, he doesn't, as far as I know, he does not make money from YouTube. He does everything on his own time for you. I'm sure he enjoys it, but he does it for you. He likes delivering this information. And I don't see how that can be seen as a bad thing, besides the fact that, you know, he didn't lead us astray. We were the one believing the facts. No one said we had to believe Tuggy. And I mean, before I found Tuggy, I got Star Wars Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 on their release dates. I got them the day they came out. So Battlefront was like my first violent video game that I had ever owned. And it's not even violent. But I mean, I played it for like 3 or 4 years online and clans and everything, and then I just kind of died out from it. And then I found Tuggy, and all of those awesome feelings of playing Battlefront were back. And just thinking of Battlefront was just so cool, thinking about what could possibly be in the new game. What could be thrown at us this time, what could explode, just everything. And so it put a new feeling whenever I played Battlefront. Like, I'd kill a guy and then think, wow, I wonder how that would happen in the new Battlefront. It brought back old feelings and new good feelings of just the new Battlefront. And I think Tuggy did a good job. I mean, he does Battlefront parties, he has his forums, he has all that, and he's just the total throne leader of the Battlefront community right now. He even brought back Battlefront3.net. That site was totally dying before Tuggy came along. And remember, Tuggy's only, what, 18 or 19? He's not this... He sounds very old. But he's not... I mean, I'm 17. I'm not that much younger than him. So he's still a teenager. So, I mean, cut him some slack a little bit. And when it comes to Spark... I mean, okay, they're not making Battlefront 3. Would that have been awesome? Yes, it would have been. There would have been very messy things being spewed all over the floor, if you catch my drift there. But, I mean, they're making Lost Planet 3. I haven't played a Lost Planet game, but I know they're pretty cool. And they obviously have redone their entire infrastructure of their company. So don't judge their new game based upon Legendary and Turning Point. Because, of course, I can tell just from playing those games that they tried to make a very good game. The story had the potential, the gameplay, you could tell just everything they did, they really tried. And now that they have more of a workforce, they have better tech, I would guess. And if you saw the trailer for Lost Planet 3, it looked pretty cool. And I tweeted them about it, and they said that they're proud of their game. So I wouldn't don't be mad at Spark, because they never said they were making Battlefront 3. No one from Spark ever said that they were making Battlefront 3. They hinted at it, but they're still here making another game that could be a fun game. We don't get Battlefront 3, but we still get a game from Spark. And who knows, maybe Spark will make Battlefront 3, you never know. And it's just, I don't want people to go around thinking that it's Spark and Tuggy's fault that Battlefront 3 isn't being made. LucasArts obviously owns the property. They'll distribute it how they want, and they just haven't. They tried before. They tried with Free Radical, if you've seen any of Tuggy's footage, which kind of made me cry happiness tears, because it just looked that cool. But I still have faith in Battlefront 3. I mean, take this. When he found out that Darth Vader was his father, of course he jumped into a gigantic dark pit, and his arm had been cut off, hand had been cut off. But he came back, he got his hand fixed, and he went out trying to save the galaxy again. He didn't stop when things went to shit, pretty much. Because you have to admit, his life was pretty freaking terrible at the point that he found out his father was Darth Vader. I mean, Han was in the carbonite. Leia, Chewbacca, C-3PO, and R2-D2 were all taken. He had no idea where they were. Obi-Wan and Yoda were pissed at him. So he was in a rough spot, and now we were getting all excited, and now we're in a pretty rough spot. But that doesn't mean that we have to lose hope for it. This is... what we just found out was like episode 3, and now it's episode 4. If you catch my drift. Episode 3, everything was good. Or episode 2, everything was kind of good. Episode 3, everything went to hell. And now we're in episode 4. We have our guy leading us, Tuggy, and we will go off into another galaxy far, far away. I'm not telling, there's no way of telling how far that galaxy will be, but I'm just saying have faith. My friends, we will believe, and we will triumph, and come out with victory. Because if we keep, like, badgering LucasArts, and then we're obviously getting to them. With Tuggy's Twitter bombs and all that, I think we're making a dent in LucasArts. Not that I'm proud for LucasArts trying before with Battlefront, but now I think would be an excellent time now that the Old Republic is out of the way. Oh, and, LucasArts listings for a third-person action adventure, they're still there. Those are still, just because Spark isn't making Battlefront 3 doesn't mean LucasArts isn't making a third-person, first-person action adventure with vehicular combat. So, there's no reason to lose faith. We're back to where we were before Tuggy released his first proof video. So, and that took almost a year and a half, but if we really want Battlefront 3, we can wait for it. I can wait for Battlefront 3. I would love to have Battlefront 3 right now. But overall, Battlefront is the game worth waiting for. I could see it coming out as like a free-to-play, maybe. Just with that model, I don't know how greedy LucasArts is, but if they hear our cries, they'll make a Battlefront. And right now, I think we're at the little echo. They can hear a little sound in the back, like way far behind them, behind that one building, and they're kind of looking around right now. But one day, we're going to jump out, get in our car, and hit them in the face, going like 600 miles an hour in our X-Wing, and they're going to make Battlefront 3 for us. So, don't lose hope. Thank you so much, Tuggy, for making the Battlefront community what it is today. And Tuggy has totally inspired me. I wouldn't be making as many videos as I have now, just because, Tuggy, he features my stuff. I'm the guy that makes the Battlefront remakes, if you didn't know that. But just everything, he's done a lot for me. He's given me advice. He's pushed me forward. He's encouraged me to do things. So he's a really good guy. So don't be mad at Tuggy for what he really didn't do. He rejuvenated and he gave the Battlefront community a health potion. He totally like used healing thing from Skyrim and went all psh. Then he got two hands and went psh. And then here we are, and we just took an arrow to the knee. But we can reload our last save and move forward from there. So that's all I have to say. Thank you so much, Tuggy. Thank you, Spark. Thank you, LucasArts, for not giving us our game.